Students from Mountain Creek State High School arrived at 8:45 a.m. After settling into our cabins, which we would sleep in for the next 2 nights, we assembled under the majestic fig tree and prepared the impending voyage.
I find if you want to get to know someone in a relationship, paddle a canoe. That's the best way. I first heard about the Bunya Bay a few years ago with a friend of mine who works at the Southern River Outdoor Education Centre, and she talked me through the idea about how it was a way to get kids to paddle the source of the Brisbane River from the beginning at the Bunya Mountains right to the Moreton Bay. And to me it was a great experience for kids to do a lot of different things. First of all, paddling of course, and also to work out, basically how clean is the water that we're drinking, because that's one of the main reasons why we're looking at it, to see our impact on the water. It'd be interesting to see the impact further downstream, close to the city, I think, as opposed to where we are paddling in the next few days.
I believe, to see what it means for your life. But when you put yourself in a situation, that I think the real learning begins.
Well, I didn't really tell my mum at first. I said, Tomo, our teacher, would like to take us fishing. She said, well, that's not happening. And then I said, well, it's actually for Bunya Bay to test the water quality and test the life forms in the river. So then Mum was excited for me.
I'm looking forward to going fishing with my friends the most, and hopefully going to catch some good fish. That's definitely going to be part of the test, because we've got to find out how many fish are in the river and how healthy the river is to support the fish. So
I just have sore shoulders. Other than that, it was a good journey.
Yeah, a little bit tougher than what I thought it would be.
I think our longest paddle was yesterday for 5 hours, and we had 2 breaks for morning tea and then lunch. So they didn't go for long though.
Oh, the place I'm hurting most probably my side of my shoulders from the stupid life jacket.
On the education-wise, it'd be more learning about the plants and how the environment and the water catching, and just what sort of areas affect other areas.
What we learned about the water is getting worse. Like, it's not as good as what it should be, a bit of pollution in it.
Our quest, were we to accept it, was to uncover the truth of what lies in the murky depths of the ancient river system. We collected evidence concerning the lake dwellers and concluded that their homes are under threat.
Probably learning culture was the highlights. Cultures of Aboriginal, and learning the games and just seeing and meeting other schools.
Upon returning to the shore, we were enlightened by the wisdom of an SEQ elder, who spoke with such passion that he enthralled us all.
Our message stick has come all the way from Baramba about sending the messages where the Indigenous tribes used to travel along the length of the river.
Kids hopefully will learn a lot about culture of the Indigenous peoples of this area, and that's something that they probably don't know a lot about, especially down here. We live in Toowoomba, so this is a separate area. They know a little bit about Indigenous culture in the Toowoomba area, but I'm hoping they'll learn a bit more about this area and sort of how Aboriginal people used to use the river back, many years ago, and how they survived and how they managed this area as well.
Ultimately, it was an enjoyable day and we gained valuable knowledge regarding the Brisbane River.
We've got to do 21 kilometres on the last day of this trip. I think that's the only thing they're probably apprehensive about, and maybe being in a canoe of a person that over a period of time might annoy them as well, because there's nowhere to go but in a canoe.